Hey guys, so my day didn't start very well, as you can see. On my way to the dyno on the highway, I got a tire blowout. Thank God my partner came there. We pulled it on the side of the road. We fixed everything and we ended up going to the dyno. You're gonna see every single step on the dyno of this 372 cubic inch. Enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. We just fired up, check the timing, warming up the oil. After that, we're going to connect the white band. We're going to start making short pulls. So we just checked the valve lash. It was a bit loose, obviously. We lashed it to 21 thou, both intake and exhaust. Gonna let it warm up a little bit. We're in Canada, is minus 12 Celsius outside. It's cold. The engine cools off very quick. And it's gonna go inside. The headers are very old, and the headers are oily, so there's oil inside, so there's going to be smoke during the dyno pull. There's nothing to do, it is what it is. Degrees of timing. First pull to I think 6,000. Everything looks good so far.
Salut, ça va?
All pressure is good.
Ben oui, ben oui. Ouais.
479 torque, 514.8 horsepower.
Ouais, t'as pas un mécanique pour l'essayer?
I'm gonna bring it higher in the RPM. Then we're gonna start playing with timing and all that.
Vite.
We just changed the air bleeds to enrichen up the fuel mixture. We're gonna start at 47 all the way to 6,500 RPMs. 34 degrees of timing. We haven't touched the timing yet. $537.8, still climbing. You gain some torque with now the air fuel is better. It's a bit leaner here, but it's good up on top. We just gave, we're 34 degrees of timing. Next pull is gonna be at 36 degrees of timing. We're gonna start our pull at 5,000 to 7,000. Yeah, the engine cools off way too fast. So you don't want the oils to cool off too much because just the viscosity makes it more of a drag. The warning light is just the air fuel ratio, so nothing to worry there. Maybe the first pull to 7,000. Don't forget this camshaft was originally grinded for 185 intake rod ratio and 1.7. So we have 1.6, so the camshaft, it's lost duration and all that stuff. 543.4 at 66, and then it starts to turn down. We gain some torque, almost 500 pounds of torque. We're going good. We just tightened up the lash to 14 thousandths, 21. The engine needs a bigger camshaft. From a 21 lash to a 14 lash, because as you can see here, it needs more duration, this camshaft. But that's the one that was in the other engine with different rocker ratios and all that. So we're gonna see what he put out. Let's see if, and the engine is cold because it took us about 30 minutes to lash it. 540.8. It's keeping the power a bit better up on top, but the oils are cold. We have to do a backup run because the oils are cold. We're gonna try to do another run after the valve flush because the oils, everything got cold on the engine. So let's see because we lost power, but maybe it's because of the everything being colder. So we're gonna do a backup run just to make sure that we did lose a little bit from the lash. This one was a better run because we're so cold in Canada here. As soon as you open the door, the room freezes instantly. So this is going to be the true test. We gained, that makes sense. 547.7, and look, it's keeping the power nice higher. So we stand correct because this cam was grinded for 185 intake rocker, 1.7 exhaust. So by lashing it tighter, we'll kind of give it back the duration it needed to have. We're gonna do another pull. We're gonna go from 36 to 37 degrees of timing, and we added another spacer, a 2-inch spacer. So far, the lash that we did, it helped the motor pick power in a higher RPM. Let's see if the extra 1 degree of timing and a 1-inch spacer. We did 2 things at once because we don't want to do a million runs. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it gained power. It gained like 10 horsepower. I think. We'll see now. The computer opens up. It needs plenum, it needs more duration, doesn't have compression, so wow. 557. Yep, now everything starts to make sense. After we gained so much power with a 1 extra inch spacer, 1 degree of timing, we're moving to 38 degrees of timing. Our air fuel is good. Let's see what happens if he likes an extra degree because the engine has no compression and the gas is mixed with 30% race fuel. So maybe lost a bit down low and it gained up on top. Maybe, not sure there. Yeah, 559, 560.6, 508 torque. Average 469.9, 534. We gained. The average here, we gained about 2 horsepower on average. So I think pretty much the timing is there. So at 38 degrees, we gained 3 horsepower average. We didn't give any more timing, huh? One less electronom timing.
Oh, okay.
We stay with the same timing. We just put the the turbine on top, so you can keep the air, the fresh air coming from, so it doesn't pick up fumes and all that from the headers. And let's see what it does. .38 degrees of timing. We're at 560.6 or 69. Yep, it liked it. Because the engine, there's fumes, all that stuff that travels back into the carburetor. You don't want that. So 566. Yeah. Ooh. Yep. Maybe needs a touch of air bleed. A little bit more fuel, just a little bit. Borderline. 66. We get again. So now we're gonna go try 39 degrees of timing. We're 566.4. It's keeping this power beautiful over here, and the torque is flat. Let's see if one more degree of timing helps or doesn't change anything. Gained again. Like I said, the engine has no compression and the gas is mixed with 30% C12. 571 up on top. I don't know if that's a good number, but the torque, look at the torque on here. Yeah, because you went an extra 100 RPM, so the average is not correct. Where the last one is,
it's not good.
But it's keeping the power better. So we added another degree of timing. The engine gained everywhere. Discard the last number. And now we're trying at 300 RPM per second. I think it's going to be the last run for today. The engine is doing very, very well for 10.7 compression, stock stroke, and out of the box heads, no porting on it. This is going to be a longer run at 300 RPMs per second. All the other runs were at 400 RPM per second. And that's it, folks. It probably is going to be the best run, maybe. And another successful build.
Yeah.
571, 71, 70, 513, almost 513 torque for a stock stroke at 10.7 compression. Very good. We just finished the dyno testing on the 372 cubic inch. Everything went super good. Excellent. I hope you enjoyed my videos. George MGR Performance.